Going on, everybody? We got our choices for Wonder Woman. Who's gonna play Wonder Woman in the DCU? Well, we did a top 5 choices of what we thought for Batman. I'm gonna do the same for Wonder Woman. There's a big Peacemaker episode last night. Even though I didn't get a chance to check it out yet, both Chris and Winston have, and we are gonna do a couple spoilers on that because there's like a really big cameo, of course. So we're gonna talk about that and more. There's more stuff going on in the world of comic book movie news, and we will be talking about that and more on Capes and Cowls, Kristian Harloff Show. So let's get into it, everybody. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It's Capes and Cowls. Joining me on the show every Friday, Winston A. Marshall, Chris Carr. The crew is here. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I've had an excellent morning. It's almost fall, or it seems like it is.
It is. It's our first day of the day. Yeah. So we got it. Winston A. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I'm gonna definitely take a nap today. You know, nothing like a midday nap, but otherwise, I'm chilling, man.
Well, I am glad to have you guys both on. And for those people, why we're a little late here today, I was doing a reaction with Sam. We just finished, we did Insomnia, the Christopher Nolan film. We just finished that up, and we released our first one with Chris Carr yesterday, the Transformers 1986.
Nice.
And then Winston A. Marshall and I, we did, we're in our journey through Demon Slayer. So we just did episodes, we released episodes 1 through 4, and now I think 5 through 8 come out over the weekend. So there you go. Yeah, and man, it's been busy. This morning I woke up, I needed to, went to the gym, got there early enough, rushed back here, met Sam. I'm having this stupid internet problem with it's not the internet itself, because this is working fine. The stream quality looks great. Something going on with like Amazon. The quality of the movie when we were watching it looked like dog piss. So I was like, it was bad, but nonetheless, we were able to watch the movie all the way through, and now we have some topics to go over. So, and then you guys have 102 to beat today. You've done it before.
Ooh, okay. That's a tall order, but we can do it.
You can do it. And the last time you guys won, you beat this same character. Me. You beat me last time. See if you can do it again. Wednesday we did a solo show and the audience came to play, so we'll see if they did it today. So all right, not any further ado, let's get to the first story, and it's going to be a spoilers conversation here, guys, and it's going to be this Peacemaker story. So just to let everybody know what's going on, Peacemaker episode 7. Where is it? We'll see if we can even do it here. Luke made one of these a while. Is it still here? Yes, it is. There it is. Boom. How about that? Perfect. So Peacemaker episode 7, the preview. Oh, that's the preview of it. Where's the 6? Here it is. This is the one. Peacemaker episode 6 includes the huge DCU cameo as dark truth about the alternate reality is revealed. And people were like, well, are you caught up? And my answer is no. But I also realize that I'm not gonna, this is a big comic book story, so I'm gonna get spoiled, and it's fine. Tonight's episode of Peacemaker Season 2 finally revealed the truth about the alternate reality, and it's even darker than imagined. We also get a big DCO cameo, likely setting up Man of Tomorrow. The latest episode of Peacemaker, titled Ignorance is Chris, opens with Chris enjoying his new life in the alternate reality. Meanwhile, in the DCU, Amelia Harcourt, Leota Adebayo, John Economos, and Vigilante show out how to use the QUC to hop between dimensions. As they explore Chris's family home, Rick Flag Sr. decides that he's heading to Belle Reve to speak with a prisoner who can potentially help him find Peacemaker. Amelia travels to Argus with Keith. However, she ends up being detained because they use interdimensional portal where she was dusted by a stash of cocaine Vigilante had seized from criminals. Rick meets with Lex Luthor, who is now using a cane after his run-in with Crypto. He's been in prison for 265 years and is despondent with being surrounded by metahumans. The Argus boss can transfer him to more comfortable surroundings, but only in exchange for Lex's help in finding Peacemaker in his portal. Rick can't and won't give Lex his freedom but he can give the villain an opportunity for redemption. They're partners now, because again, that sets up this whole mission that they talked about for the new movie. Chris finds Amelia in his new reality, and confrontation follows. They talk about having a thing with Rick Flag Jr., and he confesses his love for her. She seems unable to reciprocate, and Peacemaker is reluctant to come home. Vigilante tracks down his counterpart and learns that he's Peacemaker's enemy and a member of the Sons of Liberty. As Leo takes a walk, she gets some strange looks, and when Keith sees her, he screams, "One got out of black." Right? We kind of assumed that was going to be happening because we saw this in the previous episodes. There were just white people running around all over the place. At Amelia's urging, Chris takes a look at the U.S. flag and sees the stars have been replaced by a Nazi symbol. John is captured by Peacemaker's father, who learned the truth about his son from him. His U.S. World's Harcourt demands that her double be arrested. Leota runs for her life from a bloodthirsty mob in a world now confirmed to be ruled by the Nazis. Welcome to Earth. Peacemaker season 2. So I'm assuming that you guys both had seen this episode. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. First, we'll start with you. Is this as good as it sounds as far as the breakdown, or was it just okay?
I thought this was a great episode, personally. I know so many of us saw these twists and turns coming. And everyone, last week, Winston and I tried to be like, we think it's a planet with a letter in it or something, trying to be as ambiguous as possible. But it was a really great character study episode, I feel, too. We see why Chris wants to stay here. We see how Harcourt really is struggling with how she feels and how she doesn't want other people to feel about her because she feels so broken. It's really, really well done. And I do have to say, just because we had the comic book link and everything, and another review was that this season is quote unquote inconsequential. I feel like this season has been such a great, again, character study of these folks. We had season 1, which was very plot driven, giving us a intergalactic threat coming to our planet, but this one is just a very nice close to home situation that I think gives the characters a lot of room to explore themselves, give them more depth. I think the kind of B plot we have going on too with Rick Flag, and then bringing in our really awesome cameo here with Lex, it's a lot of cool stuff that I don't understand why people feel that this hasn't been particularly exciting. I found this to be a really, really great season, personally.
Where are you at with Winston?
I was going to say, Chris, just to answer your question, I think the reason why is just people are so used to, especially if everything is supposed to be connected one way or the other. They're like, well, how is this moving the plot forward? Well, okay, fine. Your plot moving forward for the DCU is that Lex looks to be having some sort of out now. And so now while this isn't a direct setup for Man of Tomorrow, it gives an avenue as to how we start to move in that direction one way or the other. But I agree with you. I think that what this season was an incredible character study. I think it was world building, because now we kind of get to see, we're already taking a peek into an alternate Earth without going full blown like multiverse of madness type ish one way or the other. We're kind of almost setting it up for, hey, maybe we shouldn't go to other Earths, is kind of like the ultimate thing. So I think we are going to be aware of the multiverse, but we're going to be like, let's not do that again. And it'll only happen when you absolutely need to. But I think beyond all of that, again, you're setting up a lot of lore. You're setting up, plenty of relevancy to these characters and how they will fit into the greater scheme of things. Because I think beyond everything, we're still in the beginning. This is still the beginning of the DCU. So there is a decent amount of setup, or act 1 of this universe, that we got to get through. And so I think that this was exactly right. This is setting up how these characters ultimately fit.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's about the necessary. I mean, I can tell you, for me, like, and I mentioned this a few times over the course of the last week, is that when Peacemaker season 1 came out, I couldn't miss it. Like, it was like, okay, episode 1 is out, 1's 2 out. Okay, I'll be there. I'm ready to watch it. This one, I've liked what I've seen so far, but I'm like, I haven't been rushing back to watch it. Like, and it's not that I don't think that, I mean, there's some things that, like the bits and everything too, it's a little over, like, okay, the last episode I actually watched, I really liked a lot. It was the third one when he's jumping through the windows. And then I keep telling myself, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch. And then I started watching. I'm like, okay, I'm having fun. Then I go, oh, I'm watching a documentary instead. I'm watching anything too. And I think that the DCU right now, and the reason why, even like Superman, I believe that even the Superman, the way that it was shot today or this year, the way that it was put out, if that movie comes out in 2018, I think it makes $1 billion. The same way nothing changed anything about it, I think it makes $1 billion. I think that the DCU is in an unfortunate place right now of where we are in general with with comic book movies and everything too. I think that people are like, it's really got to be something extraordinary in order for, and I'm not talking about the hardcore people watching this show. You're going to watch it. You guys are going to watch it, right? I'm talking about like the fans that were, everybody was watching all the major comic book stuff, no matter what it was, because it was like the thing to watch. That magic has gone away in the same way that Westerns were like a huge thing during, the 60s and everything too. And it's still, it's where the Westerns had a really big lull. Comic book movies are not there. They're still popular, just not at that same level. And so when I'm not like, this sounds interesting, right? It sounds like, okay, cool. But I'm like, even with a cameo, like there was no world in 2018. I would be like, you know what, guys, let's talk about it up top. I can get spoiled. I'm like, no, I want to watch it first. I'm like, yeah, I can get spoiled. I'll watch it. It's fine. And then, there's some things that I'm really looking forward to. There's other ones that I'm still going to catch up with this. I'm still going to catch up and see where it goes overall. But I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about it at the moment.
I totally understand that. The funny thing is, I was gonna say, I do feel like at least this block that we're getting right now, we're in spoiled territory, like getting spoiled, because Gen V season 2 is fantastic so far. So between both this and Peacemaker, like I last night when I was sitting down to start watching these, I was like, all right, baby, I'll see you in like 2 or 3 hours. She goes, wait, what? Did you just get back from a screening? I said, yeah, but now I got to watch Gen V and Peacemaker, and I got to finish Marvel Zombies. So I gotta go. And she's like, okay, see you never, I guess. So like both of them are very, very good. Yeah. But I understand, because of the fatigue that you're talking about, people are like, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, like that's what it is. I'll get to it eventually. It's not like I'm out. I'll get to it eventually. Like, and I feel the same way about like Star Wars. I haven't even watched Mandalorian and Grogu trailer, and I don't think I will. I'll see the movie, but I'm like, again, I couldn't even imagine 10 years ago not saying, oh my God, I gotta watch a trailer. I gotta do an in-depth breakdown of it and what's happening in the trailer. I'm like, I missed it. People are like, what do you think of the trailer? I'm like, didn't see it. You gonna watch it? No, probably not. I'll wait until I see the movie. I'll see the movie, and I'm gonna finish Peacemaker for sure. But I also think it's because of the season that we're in too. Like, I'm really hyped up for a lot of these like Oscar movies. I want to see a lot of these things that are coming in. So where we are right now is, and last night I was going to start finishing episode, I think 4 of Peacemaker, because like I said, I want to finish the thing. But jumping back over, Chris, I think the Lex Luthor of it all, right? Did it make sense?
Forward, yeah.
Yeah. Did it make sense to have it in there?
It does, although this brings up some interesting questions, because it shows that Rick Flag Sr. isn't as rah-rah, do things by the book as he claims to be. He's not doing it for America, because why would you go to Lex? You could go to Mr. Terrific, who is every bit as capable of figuring things out about technology, if not more so. So there's already a bit of this like underhandedness that you see here, which we've seen throughout the season already too, of Rick going, no, I'm doing this to throw off Peacemaker. I'm doing this because this is what the world needs. It's not for me or my own revenge plot. So we're seeing all of that really unfurl. It moves us forward with the whole idea of Lex getting his out, teaming up potentially with Superman in our Man of Tomorrow film. It makes a lot of sense. And it was fun to see Lex have a little R-rated moment. I'm still trying to figure out who those characters are. One, I think Killer Croc, but who's the glowy guy? Not Dr. Phosphorus.
No, I thought that would have been, it could have been, because remember the Creature Commandos are in Bel Rev.
Yeah, but I feel like that there's some safety protocols there.
Which is fair. So if not Dr. Phosphorus, then Atomic Skull, that would have been one or the other. Those are the only ones that stick out in my mind. unless they somehow have a Sinestro in there, but they would take his ring from him. But I loved seeing R-rated Lex, but it kind of pissed me off though, because this felt like a full Lex. So I was like, and then I got to go back to PG-13 version of him. That was the only thing that I didn't love, is I wanted to be able to see this version of him a little bit more than just the kind of one-off sort of scenario. I feel like Lex cursing at people sounds like exactly what he would potentially do when he gets flustered. But I thought the cameo was really good. Again, another good setup. But also Rick Flag, I think this is a consequence, and this is where watching everything helps. I think this behavior came out because of Creature Commandos. After everything that went sideways with Waller and everything else, now he's more than willing to cross the line, especially because avenging his son is behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the other side of it, what they were saying, you know, from what happens. I mean, we were there. I saw many people that were kind of predicting that this was that kind of world that they were going to, because, as I said, you know, in a lot of these, everybody's noticing there's just white people running around the place, and we knew what his dad was. You know, it's like, oh, wait a minute, his dad's such a good guy now. It's like, no, his dad's not a good guy. His dad still sucks, but he just got his way in this version. So that, and I that's the thing I always liked about this show, is that it'll go into that kind of dark place, and the way that like Sliders went into that place too. Remember that show Sliders back in the day? And it would go into like, what if we lost World War II? You know, what's the world like today in that scenario? And always exploring that kind of history is always interesting. But as you said, Winston, it's always like, maybe we shouldn't be exploring these things. But I got to ask the audience, you know, what'd you guys think about Peacemaker this episode? You like it? You not like it? You think it works out? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know, whether it is in the comment section, live section, or on the Clips channel. All right, we're gonna be right back with our staying in the DCU. We're gonna talk about Wonder Woman. We're talking about our 5 picks in just a moment. Before I do, I gotta tell you about 2 of our great sponsors. Right back. So I didn't really know what to expect when I heard of strawberry.me, but what essentially it is, it's a career coaching service. It'll help you move up the ladder to help you negotiate a better pay or land a job that you love in industry and that you're passionate about. So for me, you take like a quiz, and then they match you up with a career coach. And I had Garrett, and we talked for quite a bit. And so I wanted to give it a test. I wanted to say, well, I'm not going to really talk about this with the audience if I don't dig it. And I dug it. I dug it a lot. I found out a lot about myself. It's good when people are listening to you about what the goals are that you want to do, what you want to accomplish, suggestions, bouncing back and forth off somebody. Strawberry.me, it gives you the tools that you need so that you're the one in control of your career, and hearing it out loud and saying, well, maybe take time for yourself, maybe do this, maybe do that. It really helps. Because for me, there's one thing to just have a job that you're like, oh, I gotta make money so I can get my groceries or I can pay my bills. But do you want a career that you can actually say, look, this is who I am, this is what I do? That's what I've always tried to do, and I'll tell you, this conversation made me realize it even more. Good coach can really get you on that path, and that is what Strawberry.me did. I had an open conversation with Garrett for a bit. I was more open than I thought I would be. I felt comfortable, and it helped me. I'm already thinking of new ideas and things that I need to do in order to accomplish my goals. So I suggest you do the same. Head to strawberry.me/Christian to claim a special offer and get started. That is strawberry.me/Christian. Stop settling. Don't settle. Start building the career that you actually want. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it is good to be right. Look, I'm having a rough football season. I had a good week, too. The Giants played really, really tough against the Cowboys. It just wasn't my week. But tell you what was my highlights from Prize Picks. It's so simple. It's so easy to play the game, and you just take some of your favorite players, and you can, it doesn't matter. Look, I'll give you an example. You use Barkley, Burrow, Allen, any of them. And Barkley's going to have more or less than one rushing TD. Burrow's going to have more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns. Allen is going to have more or less than 270 passing yards. It's simple to play. Prize Picks, it's really easy. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Prize Picks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. Download the app today and use that code Christian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Christian to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Thank you to Prize Picks. Thank you to Strawberry. Make sure you guys check out both links in the description. Please and thank you. Okay, guys, we are at 10 so far with a battle to, I think, again, 102, I think was what it was. And so now we are going to get to what we discussed in the headlines, what we talked about, you know, last time we talked about Coy was on and we did the Batman choices. So we're going to do our top 5 choices on who we think should play the Wonder Woman, the DCU Wonder Woman. And we're going to do it differently. Last time I asked, you weren't here for this, Chris, but it was pretty funny. I asked Coy, I said, Coy, how do you think we should do this? Should we do it where we list 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 each of us? He's like, no, I think we should go 5, 5, 5. And I go, great. So here's my 5 through 1. I didn't even listen. I misunderstood what he was saying. Totally misunderstood. So we are going to do 5 through 1, but we're each going to list our 5s. It might line up, but we'll discuss them, see if we can see it, not see it on the other person. I feel like we're gonna all have very similar choices, just like last time. There might be some people in here that we, maybe there's somebody that we don't have on there. But Chris, let's start with you. Who's your number 5?
So my number 5 pick, I'm going to go with Colby Smulders.
Oh,
Born in 82. I think she looks the part. We've seen her be a really badass agent before. I think she's tall. We could get her all bulked up. She's an excellent, excellent actress. She just has that typical Wonder Woman look. If we're going for a classic comic book accurate, I personally would want her to get to a place where she's a Darwin Cook Wonder Woman. I want her to be, ready to take somebody out, but I think she'd be an interesting contender. It just depends on how they want to place Diana. I know that James Gunn has been doing a lot of younger cast members, but I feel like Diana is a character who you can have somebody be slightly older, and by slightly older, I mean, 40s, and have some elegance and prestige to them. And I feel like Colby Smulders has that.
So I like Colby Smulders a lot. I think she's a really good actress. I like seeing her in stuff. I think, as you mentioned throughout when you were mentioning it, I think the problem for me is that again, 43, she could definitely handle all of it, but the question is, how long are they going to ask her to play Wonder Woman, right? As you said. So it's like, I think they're going younger for this role. Could she pull it off? Of course she could. She's great, but it's an interesting choice, and it's not one that I've heard actually before. But I don't necessarily see it in my head. But again, she's a great actress, and I could see it. Like you could be convinced on it. But Winston, what do you think about Colby?
No, I think that's a really solid choice. Where I was struggling personally, because I've been screaming from the mountaintops that I need Wonder Woman to be taller, and I've kind of disappointed myself in my casting choices here, but I'm not a casting director. That's on them to go find the tall actresses. But as far as like talent and all that, I think that Colby could knock it out of the park. But I think, just being on the slightly older side, because we're looking at potentially a decade plus. That's it. That's all. That would be literally the only thing. I wish you could have caught her
like
before she became Maria Hill. Instead of Maria Hill, she had been Wonder Woman.
I think that's another issue too, right? Is because like they're already doing it. Well, are they? I mean, they've taken. Well, yeah, he's taken some MCU people already. Gunn, the people that he's worked with, obviously Garden and stuff, and he'll probably do the same. Batista will show up one way or another in one of these things. So that, but trying to separate the MCU, I think is something I would want to do if I was Zaslav, but we'll see. But Winston, who do you got coming in at number 5?
So again, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't find more taller actresses, but again, I'm not a casting director. That's up to them to introduce me to them. But as far as just pure badassery, both with the look and the ability to play serious action roles, I actually have Ana de Armas.
That's
I think she gives me that classic look of Diana when you look at a lot of photos of her and whatnot. Again, we've seen her in Ballerina, Knock Knock, Blade Runner 2049. She's done plenty of kind of action stuff that we know she can play a badass. And we've seen her be kind of cut and whatnot for various roles. So I think that she could really blow it out of the park. Like if we're just talking look and acting ability, perfect. I just wish she was a slight bit taller, standing at 5'6".
Well, Ana de Armas was actually my pick also at number 5, and it's one of the reasons that I have her so low is because she's a bigger name.
Sure.
And now she's in stuff. The 5'6" thing doesn't bother me because put on 2-inch heels. Make people look taller. It's the same reason just other. I don't go by
Get an
that.
apple box.
Yeah, it's like here's a difference: 5'6" to 5'8", pretty easy to do. 5'1", 5'2" to 5'8", harder to do, right?
But from the standpoint of, because we were talking about this on the day that you were out, from the standpoint of Wonder Woman, really supposed to be like, you're not. I don't think you're going to find an actress really that's going to be taller than David Corenswet at this point, since you put him at 6'4" or 6'3", whatever he's at. Right. But I could buy putting Wonder Woman on an apple box next to a 6'4" Clark. But what kind of apple box are you giving her at 5'6" to be taller than Superman at 6'4"? You know what I'm saying?
Right. No,
you give her 3 apple boxes.
Yeah. Look, what she's done in Ballerina, you can definitely see her kind of pulling that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tie on that 5. I think that's it's an interesting choice. I think she's a big enough star, but the question again is, do you want to look at this person and say, "Oh, that's Ana de Armas playing Wonder Woman," or do you want to say, "That's Wonder Woman"? That's why I'll stay with me and go into my 4. And it's also why I kind of go against my 4 pick in the same way that I'm arguing the star quality, and I would put Lily James in there at number 4. I think she's interesting. She's a really good actress. I think that she could be someone that it's a different type of Wonder Woman, different feel, different look, very different from a lot of the other actresses that I have on this list. And I think that, but again, I think she's super recognizable that you'd have to go, oh, Lily James is playing Wonder Woman as opposed to that's Wonder Woman, but I don't know. I think she could do it. But what do you think about the Lily James pick, Chris?
I like it because there's such an ethereal quality to her. So there is something very fun about that. But yeah, the recognition of it is, do you then have that moment of, is that Cinderella who's Wonder Woman? Right. She also has a very soft voice, which maybe will work well for Diana. And again, having her have that regality to her. But I haven't seen, aside from Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, a lot of Lily James having the opportunity to be fierce. I'm sure she can be, but those would be the things that take me out. Also, side quest, I didn't put Ana de Armas on my list because I wanted to keep everyone over 5'7" after last week. But I do agree with you guys that she's such a good pick because she's she should be an action star. The Ballerina should have made so much more money. But I like Lily James, so I think that's an interesting one.
Winston, what do you think about Lily James as Wonder Woman?
I mean, honestly, if I hadn't just seen Relay, I would be potentially about it. But I like there's I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody, but there's something that happens with her character, and I actually had the complete opposite reaction of like, yeah, she just needs an opportunity to be a badass. She got an opportunity to be a badass, and I was like, I don't believe this.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not saying that she plays like exclusively like any sort of like damsel in distress or anything like that, or that she's soft, but like there wasn't a moment where I looked at her in that movie when the thing happened with her character that I went, oh shit! Like,
right,
it didn't click for me that way.
Okay, that works. So, Chris, who's your who do you got clocking in for you?
So for 4, I'm sticking with. I have so many Marvel people on mine, you guys. But coming in at 5'7", Jamie Alexander. She
Oh,
was
wow.
great as Lady
Yeah.
Sif.
Right.
I really enjoyed her on that NBC show of hers with the tattoos. I thought she was really great on that. I think she's again really great with action choreography, with fight choreography. It does have that same issue though of, am I going to be thinking about Marvel the whole time? Am I going to be comparing and contrasting these characters because they also are very similar kind of warrior princess types, if you will. But I think she fits the bill. And again, 5'7". So we can just put on those bigger shoes to get her around the 6 foot mark.
She's 5'9".
She's 5'9". Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Okay.
and well, she was also rumored to play Wonder Woman in the DCEU a long time ago.
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, how old is Jamie?
Let me double check that.
She's 41.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing that I said. It's just a matter of how long if it's a one-off, if it's like just 2 or 3 movies, 100%. If it's the long DCU, it's just depending on whether or not and what version of Wonder Woman we're going to see. So let me take all of that, what I said, away about the 10 years, 15 years. If it's a Wonder Woman that's been around for a bit, it's a Wonder Woman that's going to be like, already fighting with Clark and all these things and has already been around. And because if they're going with like an older Bruce and everything too, then 100%. It's just a matter of what are we going for?
Right.
Do I think that Jamie Alexander would fit? Yeah, of course. There's a reason why she was in the running in the first place. But yeah, Winston. All right. So then what about for you? You're number 4.
So my number 4 was a pick that I've been going back and forth, and I want to say we talked about her last week, and I've come back around now. But Monica Barbario.
Okay. From the Dylan movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just the more and Top Gun Maverick, she was Phoenix in Maverick.
Yeah.
I my issue before was like the whole height thing, but if I remember correctly, she's around 5'7". It's the same thing. I was struggling to find taller actresses that I would really like to be in there, but I think that she could crush it. She's got the badassery to her. Both what we already saw in Top Gun Maverick. She's been in like the Chicago shows, which she played like an ASA, state attorney. But like still gave very serious in your face kind of attitude with all of that. So I think that she's got the acting chops. And again, unless somebody, goes out and goes, all right, cool, here's a list of actresses 5'10" and above, I just kind of went with the best that I could here. So I'm just going purely off of skill. And she's also not too old not to like harp on that one way or the other, but like she's only 35, I think. So that means again you're going for a decade or so.
And she's on that level that we're talking about of like she's been in some big movies, as we just said, Top Gun Maverick. She had an acting defining moment in the Bob Dylan movie. But this would be that jump over to superstardom and saying, there'd be a lot of casual fans going, who's that? Oh, she was in this. Oh, she was in that, as opposed to, oh, that's that person. So yeah, this would be the type of casting that I'd say, oh, that makes sense, that they're trying to, in the same way like David Corenswet was, right? Mm-hmm. So I think she's definitely being in the talks. I think I understand why you have her in the 4 spot. I wouldn't be surprised if she's on Chris if on her list higher, and if she is, that would make sense. But I would say that's a good pick overall. So we jumped to 3, and I'm kind of going back into that same thing. Like I think the 2 and 1 are going to be predictable for me, but like 3 is another one that I thought could be. People recognize her, they know her name, but I don't think she's had that role of like this is it. This is the role that we thought she was going to get, and that's Alexandra Daddario. I thought that.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I think she's on my list a little bit later.
I think that she is one that could easily pull this off in the same way that she's got that it would be like the kind of Linda Carter Wonder Woman all over again, and that kind of vibe, and she would be able to do it. She's got the look. She's solid actress. And I think that people and she's got to be, and Wonder Woman's got to be really likable, and I think that's exactly what Alexandra Daddario is. And whether it's White Lotus or the Percy Jackson movies or tons of other things, she's in Baywatch. She was good. Baywatch, the movie was the farts, but she was good in it. So that's my pick. I don't know, Winston, what do you think about that pick for Alexandra Daddario?
Yeah, I actually had her a little later on my list.
Okay.
So no, I definitely agree. My only hang up in this one in particular, because she's 5'8", so you're getting a little bit closer. But my only hang up is that she's 39. So same thing.
Yeah, same thing, right?
It's like, again, this is not a matter of older actresses don't kick ass. This is just a matter of you were signing up for
It depends on the age range and what they want. Like I said, that's why I was trying to make it clear. It just depends on what they're looking for in Wonder Woman. But Chris, what do you think about Daddario?
Oh, she's great. I almost put her on here, but then I put in Monica as my number 3. That Alexandra Daddario is who my husband wants to be Wonder Woman desperately for so many reasons. He's got such a crush on her.
Yep. I interviewed her Collider Live, and she's like, she's wonderful. Yeah, so
she's
it's like,
super sweet. Yeah, I did a table read for a friend's movie with her. She's very, very sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So anyway, so that's my number 3. So then we go to Chris. Who's your 3?
Oh, so my 3 was Monica Barbaro.
Oh, your 3 was okay. I thought it was your 4.
Yeah, no, because I'm on 3 now.
3 was Monica. 3 was Monica. Okay, so I was right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So so we talked about her. Okay, so that was Chris's 3. She gave her thoughts on as far as why and what she thought she would be good. So Winston, who's your 3?
Okay, my my 3 is Melissa Barrera. Barrera. Excuse me. I'm
from
terrible.
Scream.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's an action star.
Don't act bizarre.
At 35, so again, you're doing a decade, great, no big deal. 5'7", but like we saw her in Scream and how like badass she can be, obviously, like taking on that kind of mantle from Naomi Campbell, her and Jenny Ortega. So we know that that's there 100%. I think that the only thing that might cause hesitation, and it shouldn't, is just because obviously the reason she's not on Scream anymore is because of political stuff. If the people are still going to think about that one way or the other, then you're opening up a can of worms. But if we're just talking off of pure talent and ability, I think she gives that same kind of exotic look that you're looking for in Diana. You got the badassery and everything that's there. Great age range. I think she would kill it.
I agree that what will happen is it's going to open up the can of worms. People are going to talk about it regardless. Do I think that's why she shouldn't get hired? No. My personal opinion, I don't think she's a strong enough actress to lead that movie.
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think she's strong enough. I think she's good in Scream, and I think she, I don't think she's a bad actress. I don't think she's got that star quality to carry an entire movie like that. So I wouldn't put her on my particular list, but I could be wrong. Like I said, I didn't mind her in the Scream movies. I didn't mind her. But yeah, I just it wouldn't be on my list. But Chris, I don't know how you feel about it.
I'm not familiar with her work enough because I don't watch those movies. She's very beautiful. She's a stunning actress, but the points that Winston brought up as well, I think is something that would cause a little bit of tumultuous nature in the fandom.
Especially considering that Gal was just one, like there's going to be, that's another connection that's going to go. It's stupid. I don't think that should be the reason why she doesn't. But I also there's a reason why there's actually some tall black actresses that I would want to throw in for Wonder, but I didn't bother because again, I don't care that there's a black Wonder Woman. I put it to bed and was like, I'm not.
Yeah.
So
3. All right. So 3. That was Winston's 3. So then we jump to 2, and I feel like this. Well, maybe if Daddario is going to be number 2 for Winston, then he might not have this person, because I know who his 1 is. Izzy Gonzalez is my number 2.
Oh.
So whether it was Baby Driver or Hobbs and Shaw, she's I think is in the same area that I mentioned before of like your guys Monica pick, she's right there. She's right there. She just needs that thing. So like she's my number 2. I think she's got that look, a very different look from say Alexandra Daddario. It depends again what we're going for as far as the exotic look of Wonder Woman. And I think she has it if we're going that route. In the same way that my number 1 and I think Winston's number 1 and potentially Chris's number 1 does. That's a look that also that Gal Gadot had, right? Are they going that route? If they are going that route, Gonzalez hits it easy. I think she's a solid actress, and I think that she just needs that kind of star pick. So, Chris, what do you think about Gonzalez as Wonder Woman?
Oh, I think that's a great pick. She's 5'8". She has excellent chemistry with David Cornsweet. They just did a Hugo Boss commercial together. Yeah, right. That is weirdly incredible. Of just wow, these two seem like they just click instantly. And I always feel like she's so much more petite than she actually is. Because again, 5'8", that's a fairly tall person that you can again put lifts on or something and have them take that height up. And again, she's one of those names where you'd go, oh. No, I remember her in that. Oh, yeah, 3 Body Problem was real good. She was good in that. But it won't be that same kind of take you out of this moment by having, an incredibly famous person take on the role where you go, oh, yeah, look at Amy Adams being Lois Lane.
Right. That's true. But Winston, how do you feel about Gonzalez as one of them?
I forgot she existed. I actually would. So what sucks about that is, especially going back to look at her, and immediately I was like, oh my God, yes. Take my whole list. Daddario is number 2. Slide everybody back and knock Ana de Armas off, just from the standpoint of again, I had mentioned my 2 things with Ana were height, and then I think the follow up, like you said, you don't want somebody too famous, and I think Ana she's not like, oh my God, like Angelina Jolie, but she's pretty much on like the lower rung of that like recognizable name. She's in enough stuff type situation where you're gonna go, oh, that's Ana de Armas. You know what I'm saying? So you could feasibly knock her off and slide everybody down a rung, and then she, Isa would be my number 2 now.
Okay.
But based off of what I made before that, it is Alexandra Daddario.
Okay. Yeah, for people who I couldn't agree with you more. Pics on screen would make this better. Agreed. do me a favor next time, if you can come here in the middle of my reaction and put together all those pictures and email Winston and Chris and send a list, and then you can put the pictures on the screen. I would appreciate that. I couldn't. What I did last time. I got no time. You know what? Hold on. Let me ask this person who works for me. Can you do that next time? Oh, there's no one there. Hold on. Could you do that for me next time? Oh, hold on.
No, I thought the dude was there.
Let me ask the person who can actually do it. Hey, can you do it? No, I'm fucking busy. Oh, sorry.
I thought the dude was with you at some point, and he just walked up, just looking like an idiot, just like, "What do you want?"
No, I get it. I said, "It's hilarious." It's hilarious as it was starting. I'm like, "Damn it! I wish I did the picture." Barely got a chance to eat my apple. So yes, I agree. What I might ask Jonathan to do when he's clipping this out is to actually put the pictures in for the clips channel, but for people who are watching it live, and that's what it is. So, it's hilarious, like because Luke and PLD can't do that either because they don't have the pics. We just so they could have. I mean, Luke does so much.
Luke does a lot. I don't think people know how much Luke
does. Luke does so much. I'm like.
I'm just learning because I'm stalking Luke now, as we discussed at the top of the show.
He does so much. First thing in the morning that I'll get, and he's behind in time with me. So if I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like whatever 5:30, 6 o'clock for him. He's up, and he's hey, description's ready for this. You've got this. You got this. I'm not asking Luke to do anymore. And PLD, same thing. PLD manages all. PLD ran the membership stream yesterday because I was shooting. We shot with Ming. We shot the original Tron yesterday. Have you guys seen the original Tron?
No,
actually, not all of it.
It's a very interesting watch.
Hey,
you can tell that the premise is there. It's an interesting watch.
Yeah,
I love when a movie has a plot. That's a neat little.
Got a plot.
That's what they put on the poster. A plot is here.
No, it's you can tell that they were trying to capitalize on, like, it was 1982 and Star Wars
movie.
Star Wars also was in the height of its powers at that point. It was awaiting Return of the Jedi, and everybody's trying to find that next franchise, and it was ahead of its time the Tron in a certain way, because it gets computers and all that. You watch it now and you wouldn't even pay attention to it, but AI and computer, all that stuff, and the way that it works out, and the fact that they're building off of it from 82 to 2010 to today, I'm very curious about the new one, because like, what are they going to use from today's technology to play into that? But it didn't age. It looks cool though. It probably look really cool on mushrooms.
I'll
tell you that.
Hey, did you see though in the private chat Luke's dark horse pick? He might be onto something.
No,
that's me.
I don't know how to pronounce this name.
Luke Stark.
It's my pick.
Yeah, it was not Luke. It was Chris.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh Lord, the only person that uses the private chat is Luke. So I just immediately thought it was Luke. I didn't see it. I'm so sorry, Chris.
It is
That's
true.
Okay.
You know what's true about that and still funny at the same time? It's almost like those movies or anything when people are having an equal conversation and somebody like raises their hand, like, you don't need to raise your hand. You
could have just said it out loud. So I just like, that must be new.
Yeah.
I was like, in case you need a picture. I was anticipating the needs of the chat.
Right. You really established that I'm not doing that.
It was great because I put it in right when you started saying that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not showing any pictures. I
don't know this person. What's her name?
So I believe it's pronounced Joanna Fildio. She is a Greek actress. She is 5'10". She was the host of the Greek British Bake Off when they did that spinoff series. She's been on an episode of Homeland. So she is a journeyman actor and she looks the part. Her Homeland clips are fantastic. And I just did a little bit of research on her, and it seems like there's a lot of potential there. She also went to, I believe it's the National Greek Theater for her acting training and everything. She's been in musicals, and we have a wonderful history of musical performers doing really well with action choreography. I feel like that could be a really interesting pick if she could, prove that she has the acting chops for the role, that she can have the fitness and physique for the role.
You're going for the look of it, the look in general.
Yeah, well, and having a Greek Diana, I think would be pretty rad.
That'd be pretty spot on. And then on top of this, I guess she starred in a Greek TV show for 2 years. That's like about two murderer, like assassin. It looks like I don't know. I can't tell exactly what's going on here. So she's clearly done some sort of action stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying my best to take like on my casting director hat and go, who don't we know?
Sure, I don't have enough game tape to say whether or not, yes or no. I just haven't. I don't know her. So interesting. I mean, I see the picture. The picture got a good look. And when Jonathan pulls the pictures on the Eclipse channel, you guys can go over there and revisit it, because he's got those kind of skills that I don't. Okay, let's see what the audience thinks in general, because we're coming up. That was so we were at 3, really 2. Everybody's, you have my 2, and then I guess, and Chris, your 2 was again?
Oh, the Joanna gal.
That was your dark horse. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Winston had already kind of maneuvered his 2, so now we're all at 1. Are we all in sync with our number ones? I know you and I are, Winston, and I'm pretty sure that Chris is. But why don't we just let Chris go ahead and say it, and then we'll all go, yep, that's who we have. Chris, who do you got?
Adria Arjona.
Arjona, yeah.
Arjona, is that how you say it?
Adria Arjona, yep.
That was the HJ. Yeah.
She's my pick by like a long shot. She's like, everyone else that I mentioned, I love, but they're here. She's all the way up there. Yeah. She's all the way up there, and it's like, I don't think that anyone else should be given the role except her.
It's maybe not this year. It's Patrick Mahomes' NFL, and then everybody else plays in it. It's Michael Jordan's NBA, and then everybody else plays in it. Like that. This is her role to say, I don't want, in my opinion.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I think that, and I've made this very clear when I say this, and I'll start with this first. Acting wise, we know she can do it. She stole most of Andor. She's got that thing about her that when she's on screen, you just want to watch her. She's got the look, she's got the acting ability, she's got it. She's got the age range. She's, again, height wise, I don't know if she's 5'7" or whatever. Again,
she's 5'7".
Okay, put the heels on her, put the things on. I don't care. Give her the Tom Cruise shoes. So either way, it doesn't bother me. She'll work well with Core and Sweat, all that. And that's why I said all that stuff. That's the most important stuff. The other thing that she's got going for her, and I think she's still dating Jason Momoa, right? I don't think that has any weight whatsoever as far as why she would get the job, but it certainly means that she'll be at parties and things where she gets a chance to talk to James Gunn and other people. That kind of shit helps. And I'm not just talking about for acting. I'm talking about for jobs in general. Yep. Hey, I'm up for this job. Guess what? CEO of the job's going to be there. We're going to this party. You strike up a conversation. Yeah, this is my, check it out. Okay. Wow. They're really qualified. They're really, really good. And you're in the room with that person when the other person who may be just as qualified doesn't get the opportunity. Does it mean that you shouldn't get it? Of course not. If you've got the skills and you're there though, and you're mingling and it makes sense. And he's worked with her already. James Gunn has worked with Arizona. So I think that if you're going to Vegas, you bet on her.
1,000%. I mean, and to answer what you're saying, like, it's not a nepotism thing, it's a networking thing, and it's the case in Hollywood especially, but literally in any field, it is most of the time people say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And again, as long as you're meeting all of the requirements that are there, I don't think anybody gets upset about that. Like, I've recently decided to start watching Hacks, which is fantastic.
Oh, so good.
So good. But just like that and Entourage and everything else, we want Vinny Chase to be Aquaman. We got to get in the room with James Cameron right now. We're going to he's at lunch over here, and you just got to start putting the seeds in people's heads like that, and exactly that. You start talking about it. So yes, I agree with you. I think that is one more weapon in our arsenal to potentially get this role if it's something that she's interested in.
Chris, what do you think?
Oh, I think that she is such a rising star right now. Again, this is somebody who most people, I know her in something. I don't think she has that household name, but she fits the bill. We've seen her be a badass. She is a really, really great actor. She's an excellent, excellent performer. We do have a super chat coming later that I saw pop in when I went, oh, dang it, that's a really good pick that maybe could be in contention that we'll talk about later. But I think she would be so wonderful and just honestly a real delight to watch in this role. I think she'd absolutely thrive in it.
Yeah, I've said it pretty publicly. My two picks for I would like to see her as Wonder Woman, Brendan Scanar as Batman, I think, and then David Cornsweet as Superman. The three of them, I think, would just be I think it'd be electric. I think it would be electric, the three of them. So we'll see. What do you guys think in general about our picks? You like them? Not like them? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Okay, you know what? I was going to do another story. We don't need to. That was the whole show. We did a lot of that stuff. We did, and that was the topic of the discussion. I really dig it. I think a lot of the super chats and things are going to be about that. So we're going to get into your questions in just a bit. But before we do, tell you about two more sponsors, and we'll be right back after these messages. We'll be right back. What's crazy is that it's fall already. It's coming. And I got two kids. The back to school rush, it's already here. We're getting the early morning drop-offs, the after-school activities, the soccer games, and the last-minute supply runs. Don't forget about the extra trips for groceries, gas. Days get busier, and it all adds up. There's an easy way to earn real cash back every time you fill up your tank, grab a bite to eat, stop on essentials. Whether you're driving across town for the soccer games or picking up snacks for the school lunchbox, Upside helps you keep more in your pocket. In fact, Top Upside has given back $1 billion to its users. The free Upside app, it gets you cash back on daily essentials, whether it's gas, groceries, dining. And yes, if you're asking, it's real cash back. There's no confusing rewards, points, credits, just money. And you can transfer it straight to your bank account. Next, claim an offer for what you're buying on Upside. Then pay, as usual, with a credit or debit card. Follow the steps in the app, get paid. And since I learned about this thing, it has been so beneficial. Fits in So easy to my wife's schedule, to my schedule. Find out how much you can earn. You got to download the free Upside app. You got to use that promo code Christian. You get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. An extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. Using that promo code Christian. I'm so happy that I have discovered Upside, and you will be too. I'm going to paint a scenario for you. I want you to picture a bald eagle, which is standing on top of a silverback gorilla, and that's riding on top of a T-Rex. What do you think you call that? You know what you call it? Confidence. Pure confidence. And that's the kind of confidence that you need in the bedroom for that next level wolf riding besides a velociraptor in a Lamborghini through outer space type of experience. You like that? So do I. That is where Rougiette's Go Long comes in. It's not just another ED pill. It's a confidence game changer. Go Long combines 2 doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula to help you get hard and go the distance. Hell yeah. Plus, the effects last for up to 36 hours. That means that you can feel confident all day and night and then some on the next day too. Getting started, it's simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor, 100% online at rugiet.com. If prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? You head on over to rugiet.com. Use my promo code Christian, 15% off your first order. That is rugiet.com. Use that code Christian. Make sure to use my code so they know that I sent you. Thank you, Rougiette. And thank you to Upside. Thank you to all our wonderful sponsors. I really hope that you guys have been using those options, man. I'll give you links in the description. I hope you check it out. All right, we got some questions, and before we do it, I want to tell the audience about what my wonderful hosts are doing on their separate channels. Chris Carr, what's going on with Two Filthy Casuals?
Oh, we've got a great episode out today talking very specifically about how Kirsten Dunst was the queen of high school comedies. High school roller movies and everything, basically from 98 to 2001. It is a great conversation with a wonderful comedian and writer. You guys definitely want to check it out. It is wherever you get your podcasts, so Spotify, Apple, whatever, or you can check us out on YouTube if you want to see our little faces and us being gremlins.
Winston A.
You can find me at the Swaggy Blurred on all platforms, man. Blurred Breakdown on Mondays, the pop culture show for when you need to know, see what happened was. We've got my out of the theater reactions, for One Battle After Another. I just put that out yesterday. My Peacemaker review. I've got another one for Dead in Winter. Emma Thompson's new movie that's coming out that I absolutely loved. You'll see that coming out soon. Reactions. You've also got Spill the Tequila with Roca on Tuesdays, and then Blurs in the Hood is back on Wednesday. So I am all over the place. Come say what's up.
Hell yeah. Make sure you check it out. And the links are in the description. Oh, the other thing, and I've been saying this too, and it's like every day I mention it, someone else DMs me on Instagram. There's also a link in the description. I only have another 7 days, and I'll tell you guys about this. But so my birthday's coming up next week, and people were asking me if I had an Amazon list. I do. I'm only making it public for a week, and then it's gone ski after my birthday. The link is in the description. I put it in the chat. If you care, if you don't, it's fine. I'm sending it to my family, and they're not going to get anything either. Okay, so let's start with this one. Where the hell's my glasses? What'd you do with my glasses, Winston? Oh, I got them. Aiden Cosner, watching Blade, X-Men, The Last Stand, Blade 2, and then catching Sam Raimi's Spider-Man on the big screen tonight with my mom, so I can watch live. But everyone have a blessed day. That is a day.
That is a long day. It's a fun day, but that's a long day.
It's a very long day.
Yeah.
They're showing all of that right now? Did he rent out a theater or something?
I mean, watching Blade. No. He said he's watching Blade, X-Men, The Last Stand, Blade 2, and then catching Raimi Spider-Man on the big screen.
I thought they were all on the big screen tonight. I was like,
that's how I took it.
He's watching those first and then going on the big screen. That's gonna have a great day, man. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Aaron Ambrose, just so you're aware, in Demon Slayer, when someone like Tanjiro does a sword attack, the water effects are just visuals for the audience.
Okay.
What does that mean? Like, just so he's
not actually wielding water. I guess he's just it's to give us a visualization of it. It's really just sword skill. I almost wish you hadn't told me that, because I kind of like the idea.
Do you know that for?
I'm not sure, but I guess that's just what maybe Chris can answer that.
100% be accurate, but here's the problem that I think a lot of people have, and not just you. A lot of people do this. One person says something on the internet, and they go, "Oh, that's it. That's the truth."
Chris, is there truth to that?
I'm going to just say no, because I don't want there to be.
Right.
My favorite thing is how the attacks look and how they are elemental or animal based.
Yeah.
And in the manga too, they have all of this written out there. So I understand it could be a visual interpretation of those combat skills or those moves, but that takes away some of the magic and the fun of it.
I don't know if that's true.
So,
I don't know. Yeah. So I don't
canon
know.
and hear that those are happening.
Yeah, Aaron, just tell him, and Aaron could come back and say, "Well, actually, it is true. Here's the link," and then we're gonna go,
sure.
Shit, yeah, but right now, I don't believe anybody on the internet. Hey, Mr. TJ. Hashtag I wish I knew.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew.
Yeah. So, Chris, there's a great capes and cowls moment that it lives in history on this show.
Oh, Winston went through this with me last week because I was like, "Why? Yeah. Why are we doing? I wish I knew so much." I'm looped in now.
If you have it, because I had to give her like more of the scene, but
I don't have it on. It's an old roadcaster, so I don't have it. Okay, so we're at 28. You guys are approaching it, and we just hit an hour now. So you guys at 29, make that you guys can catch up.
Come on.
Okay.
Simon Section Christian, the rapture, according to TikTok, was supposed to happen on the 23rd, 24th of this month. The only rapture I was heard the internet turned off to an outrage in the middle of your show. Blasphemy. Well, thanks. Yeah, I saw people tweeting about it, and I was like, oh, we were supposed to have another rapture? There you go.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a couple of days ago. I tweeted out, when I woke up that morning, I said, oh, man, so we're all the leftovers? What'd y'all have for breakfast?
I know, right? That always reminds me, my friend who I usually played reacting to that action star, my buddy, he's a really funny dude, and we used to hang out at St. Pete, and I remember we pulled up to a drive-in and a drive-through, and I don't remember I don't know where we were or what time it was, but he goes, "What y'all got for breakfast?" The guy's like, we're not serving breakfast anymore. He's like, yeah, but what do y'all have for breakfast?
I just want to know.
It was so good. It was so good. Anyway, so yes, I wasn't even aware of it. I guess the next rapture is whenever we find out what that comet is headed towards Earth. Is it an alien spaceship? We'll find out soon. Hey, Mr. CJ, got to be Christian for the week. Oh shit, what are we gonna do now? Hashtag I wish I knew. Such a great moment. Go pal. Good news, bad news. I had lunch earlier, so I was able to catch the beginning of the show, but I haven't seen Peacemaker yet, so you're on mute. That's fair.
That's fair, Go pal. We're done.
Yeah. Look, I haven't seen it either, and I just got spoiled. Who spoiled it? Me. Booze. Simply for mentioning Sliders. I'm so shocked they have not remade that show.
Never heard.
Yeah. Winston, it's fun.
Old school show. Went for like a hand. I mean, it lost track of itself once you got to like the late seasons. But
Jerry O'Connell, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it? So is it kind of like a
multiverse show?
Quantum Leap-ish?
Kind of, but it's a multi. In a way that what happens is they have, and it's also our boy Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
Yes, it's Jimmy Davies.
Yep, and so they have this machine that it jumps them to alternate universes, but it's in the quantum leap kind of way that they can't really control where they're landing. So they like these different things happen to them when they pop in there. Yeah,
interesting.
Simon Section Part 2 of 1. Winston, do you think Christian is Dr. Umar Johnson Jonesing this project of his? Does he need to build a school for his Bear Jason Tires rotation? No Punisher project? I believe in KH. I don't know anything what was just said.
I saw that when it came in initially, and I was taking time to try and I was like,
decipher it.
I know each of these words.
Ralphie and Christmas Story trying to figure out the Ovaltine.
I think what he's implying is, so Dr. Umar Johnson is a whole other conversation, but he specifically has been building this school for forever.
Okay.
And the school was supposed to have been opened years ago, and he continues to just keep doing fundraising for the school coming. That school ain't never coming, bro. He's essentially scammed people out of millions of dollars. So I think what he's implying is like Christian is constantly saying he gonna do the project. Is the project ever gonna happen?
Well, he's wrong, because like I said, I mean, if you want my honest answer, Simon, I shouldn't even done the show today. I should be working on the notes that I was supposed to do for the script, but I didn't want to hear more people go, Kristian's never on the show anymore. So I made sure I'm not doing a reaction. I was going to do a reaction. Yeah, right. I was going to do a reaction after this, but instead of doing that, I'm going to be writing script, getting that too, because I literally in the middle of this, after I went Jim right here, still haven't eaten yet. Right from Jim, right to the shooting the reaction, right to doing this, and in the middle of I've gotten 87 texts from my wife about things that I have to be doing for outside of life, and then Martini who wrote me in the middle, hey, do you have your notes yet? I'm ready to do this thing. I'm like, nope, I certainly don't.
That because Kristian and I were actually supposed to do another reaction yesterday, and since we got one in this week, he's like, "Bro, I need to cancel. I've got too much." Yeah. And that's why I was like, "Dude, are you sleeping? Like, please sleep."
The sleep comes. It's the matter of trying to make so I also produced Matt Serra's show, right? So it's like I gotta get Matt's thing. Like last night, it's like because he did a reaction, he did it with one of his students. They came in, they watched Warrior, right? And I was like, look, I'll tell you what I can do is I can get you guys in the studio, set you up, get you ready, and then I'm gonna go home and they recorded and then they shut down the studio. So yeah, it's just a lot of shit going on right now. And it's like we're working. Hey, Mr. CJ. Back in the day, I thought Kate Beckinsale would be Wonder Woman after watching Van Helsing. I mean, she could have pulled it off back then, and depending on what version they were going after, but yeah, it would be interesting. So 31 so far. 31, not bad at all. Can we get to the 102 to tie and 103 to win? Jackson Dennis or Jackson Denis, depending on how you're pronouncing it. Interesting picks for Wonder Woman. Oh, Alicia Vikander's a good one. Is that the one you saw? Yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, there's a different one coming in though, where I was like, "Oh, that's genius."
Yeah, she's good. I mean, what, Tomb Raider, Ex Machina, no, for sure.
I think that's the thing, right? She's done Tomb Raider, but I mean, she would be. Yeah, no one's going to complain if she gets cast. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Gopal 5'6" is surprising. Anna Reed's smaller on screen.
She seems like she's like 3 feet tall. She is a tiny little pixie. So I'm shocked we're the same height.
Maybe more petite. Bobby Jackson just joined. Did you talk about the news? Drew McIntyre joins Highlander cast as Henry Cavill's brother yet? No, but it's great and he should be. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm hyped.
If they didn't cast Drew McIntyre in Highlander, everyone should be fired.
I mean, he looks exactly.
He's Scottish. He's perfect. He's perfect.
For you said it, and like even though like I've only in passing heard of Drew McIntyre, but for some reason I heard his name is Drew Highlander. I was like, yeah, I think a man named Highlander should be.
Drew McIntyre will be excellent in that.
Yeah.
Yes, perfect. Yoshimitsu, we need this generation's Michelle Rodriguez for Wonder Woman. I don't know who that is yet. Well, I mean, it's weird because no, I don't think you're wrong. I was going to say I don't know. Michelle Rodriguez is a pretty damn good actress. She's really good. Where's she been lately?
The last thing I remember
Avatar
her being
movies?
in is D&D.
She's only in one. She dies in the first one.
She was in what, D&D, and I guess
she was in D&D, right? And
she was
great in that.
She was great as the barbarian. She was fantastic.
Yes, she is really good in that movie. That movie, I was so bummed that movie didn't do well. What a great movie that was.
Especially as a D&D head, I wish it had done better, man.
Gopal, Daisy Edgar Jones can hit the weights. I like her too.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Twisters.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I like her.
I like her too, but no.
I like her. I don't like her as
not for Diana.
Yeah.
I like her as an actress, and I even like some elements of action she showed us in Twisters, but not for Diana. I don't see it.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Next one after that is from one of our members, Michael Diaguar. Monica Barbaro is Wonder Woman. Who says no? Also support for Kristen Winston. No, I think look. I could easily replace her and Ana de Armas. I could put Monica at my 5 easily. And I in 5A and 5B rather. Gopal. Barbaro did action well on Fubar. I still haven't watched Fubar.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Nathan Drake. Elizabeth Debicki is my pick.
This one.
Okay.
This is insane, where I was like,
that's
oh, why
actually,
didn't I think
how
of
did I
this?
never think about that? That's a good
Yeah.
one.
All right.
And
I feel
thought
so
of
foolish.
I
I
thought
think
of
she should be in Amazon. I don't think she should be Wonder Woman. I think in Amazon. She should be one of the Amazon.
he's saying he doesn't see her for Diana, but he could see
Yeah.
her as an Amazon.
She should be in the
That's
movie.
fair.
She should be in the
Yeah.
movie. I don't see
I
her
was still
as-
making a face that she shouldn't be Diana, and I was like, why? And then Amazon, I finally heard.
Yeah. She should definitely be an Amazon.
You know who Daisy Edgar Jones could be? I just saw somebody in the chat say this, and I think that's actually pretty genius. She should actually be Barbara Gordon. You could make her Batgirl. I think Daisy Edgar Jones could do that exceptionally well. I think
She'd be so good.
That is more of the look and the cerebral nature of how she was in Twisters and all that kind of stuff. I think, not that Diana's dumb, but like Batgirl just being, like, you know, she's a computer hacker, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that she could definitely do that pretty well.
Yeah. But as far as, I mean, Elizabeth was, she's Emmy award winning, right? Isn't from for The Crown and stuff too? Yeah. So quality wise, obviously, you're gonna get a good. I mean, if she, again, same thing. She gets past cast. I'm not complaining about it. Adit Mahmood, Yvonne Stravinsky, Chuck Hansman tells. I mean, she's been around for a bit, right? So
I think it. Yes, but I think again that then the question becomes the age thing again.
Yeah,
She's 5'9", but she's 43. So like again,
depends.
it's always.
What are you casting?
Yeah.
Like that's what it comes down to. Okay, hilarious. So we have I was looking at I said we had a private chat. Is it that Chris again or was it Luke?
It was me.
It was Luke. I don't know if he said, what did he say? He said
I knew.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's go, Luke.
Wait, Luke, what did you add?
I wish I knew.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you said.
I wish I knew.
Thank you. Camille Marone has the look and is tall. I don't know
her. Let's see.
This is Gopal. I think the next 87 super chat you're going to get is Gopal goes through a casting. He's really good.
Okay, 5'9". Kind of got. I could see the look there. Let me see what else she's been in.
Let's see. Camille Marone. All right, let's see. I don't. Oh, she got the look. Yeah, and she's 28.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She was in the Death Wish remake. Okay. I don't know as far as casting goes. I mean, as far as acting goes, Gopal Lesla de Oliveira is great in Lioness. I heard great things about that show.
Who is this?
Double check. Jackson Denis. I'm going to call you Jackson Denis. I'm sure it's Jackson Dennis, but I'm calling you Jackson Denis. If 40s is still okay for age, Emily Blunt would be awesome, but realistically, 5 to 10 years ago, she would have crushed. Your budget skyrockets.
Yeah. Well, and again, it's that. Oh, hey, there's Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Unless you're putting them in like some sort of like, if it's their face is kind of the star of it.
Yeah.
You gotta steer away from those top tier A-list actors.
She don't want to do that. She don't want to do it either. She's really good in Smash Your Machine, though. I mean, she's always good, but she's really good in that.
Oh,
Very excited to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Very excited to see it.
Simon Section. I don't know about you, Chris, but my concern about Wonder Woman is not who will play her, but her origin story line. She was made out of clay, or was her father the god Hades
or Zeus?
Yeah, it's my Luke versus Vader, but no redemption, only an emotional end. I'm curious where they're gonna go. What do you think, Chris?
Well, I love that we're going with this Hades one in this prompt here, Simon, because then we're going Justice League Unlimited, which makes me very happy. Thank you so much. Now, if we have it be Zeus, though, then we bring in the whole half-brother issues with Ares. So that gives us a really good dynamic. But I love in Justice League Unlimited how there is this kind of idea of it doesn't matter who my father is. I know exactly who I am, which is beautiful. But because James Gunn's Superman did have this very animated Superman feel to it, maybe he will put from Justice League Unlimited. And I think the Hades angle could be really cool.
It would be, yeah. See, like to me, it's all foreign. But
it's all Greek to you.
Yes, very well done. Very well done. Joey DW. Thoughts on Fabian Frankel of Task and House of Dragon fame as a contender for the DCU Batman? A little on the younger side, but I'm loving this guy's work. So this is hilarious. So I'm watching Task. First of all, I love House of the Dragon. It's one of my favorite shows. I love it, and I love season 2 more than most people. So I'm watching Task, and I'm going as I'm watching. I keep telling myself because I'm as you guys we just talked about before. When I shut down when I get home, if I'm able to, and I find time to actually sink into my couch, I'm staying there. Right? It doesn't happen often, but when it does, that's where I'm going. So we were watching Task, and I'm just in my couch, like my phone was nowhere near me, and I'm watching, and I go, oh, you know what? I gotta Google where the hell I know this guy. I know him from something, and I couldn't place it for the long. And every time I watch it, I'll Google it, and I never Google it. And now, of course, it's from House of the Dragon. He's great in that, and he's really good in Task so far. I don't know if he's got the overall look, the thing for Batman. I don't know. I don't see him.
I can see a Bruce, but I don't. I haven't seen Task yet.
Bruce got to be that play. That's the thing. See, I see him more if you're going to cast him as either one. I'm going to see him as Batman, because Bruce you got to pretend, and you got to have the face and have the facade of the Playboy thing. I haven't necessarily seen that side. He's always really serious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know about that one. But the other thing that I will say is this, and this is going off book here. Are either one of you guys watching Black Rabbit on Netflix?
No, it's in my list. I'm excited about it.
I really enjoy it. I only have one issue right now, and this is, maybe it's a me thing, and I feel like it is. I really wish Jude Law would stop trying to do a New York accent. It's bad. It's real bad. It's like what you think. Hey, let me get you some pizza. What are you talking about? It's like that type of thing. And I'm like,
let me get you some pizza. What you talking about?
It's great that he can get rid of his accent. His accent's gone, but it's like, give me another backstory. Like, you're like, because I said to my wife and I, like, is he trying to pretend he's like from New York? And I was like, give me a backstory. Like, he came from somewhere else and then made his roots here. I was like, no, he's supposed to be like homegrown in New York. It's like, no, but it's Jude Law, so I give him a pass. You know what I mean? But like, because the show's really good. The show is really good. But I'm like, but that's the only thing that bugs me, and maybe it's just me.
No, that's gonna irk me. My husband's a dialect coach. And so every time we watch stuff like this too, he just sits there and seethes, and he's like, you can afford someone. You can afford to have someone on set. Yeah,
it's like he's trying to do an East Coast accent from a 1930s movie. Is what it seems. It sounds like what he's trying to do. It's like, it's nothing that I ever. I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, to this day, the best New York accent I have heard from someone who is not from here is Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street. I went to high school with everybody that sounds like him in that movie.
Oh, that's great.
I remember being blown away by him, going, wow. I was even impressed with Margot Robbie too. But to this day, Jonah Hill, the best.
To this day, go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, for you, go for it.
I was gonna say, to this day, my biggest are you effing kidding me was the fact that Leo didn't win his Oscar for that.
Who was he going up against? I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But
I don't remember, but whoever it was, I still think he deserved it. About Matthew McConaughey. It was Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. Jared Leto, in my opinion, absolutely. And not that Matthew McConaughey did a bad job, but Leo blew him out of the water that year, in my opinion. That scene, I've said this a million times, the scene with the Quaaludes where he's trying to get in the car alone, where he's pulling himself by his chin.
Yeah,
nothing was touching that.
It was, he went up against Matthew McConaughey for Dallas Buyers Club. He was pretty damn good in that, though, dude.
He was.
Christian Bale in American Hustle. Bruce Dern in Nebraska was good. Chiwetel Ejiofor in 12 Years a Slave was pretty damn good too.
He 1,000%.
Yeah, I don't want to argue it against it because I love that movie so much. So
that's a rough year. For
sake of argument, I'm going to say you're right, Winston, because I love it. Jackson Denis, Wonder Woman, Chris Carr, bulk up. This is your time.
That's response.
I'm 5'6". I'm a thicker lady. So, hey, Darwin Cook Wonder Woman we could do. But if I'm going to be anyone, you guys, I'm going to go Zatanna.
Chris, you know this. Thick thighs save lives.
This is very true.
And that Wonder Woman's whole job is saving lives, all right?
And you know what? And I'm out here doing the work.
Yeah. Hey, okay. Luke, I got another soundbite for you to grab, and that's because no one uses it anymore. They used to use it, overplayed it back in the day. No one uses it anymore, and that's you know this, man. Got to pull that. I am to fly camp. Asia for Wonder Woman. Yes, DC would be lucky to have her. I think it's a done deal already. I think it's a done deal.
Yeah.
Mark Long. Hi. Hello. Geek Lodestars. Loved your Transformers 86 reaction. Yes. Who are your favorite Autobots or Decepticons? I am a huge Optimus and Starscream fan. Me, Grimlock King. I can already tell you, Chris. That's Chris Carr's favorite.
Yeah, I love Grimlock. I die for him.
Yeah. Me, Grimlock, no bozo. Me, King. That is so good. In the movie, it's probably Hot Rod. In general, it's Optimus. Autobots, roll out. I love that. Okay.
For me though, I have a soft spot in my heart from Beast Wars when that show was out, not the movie, but the show back in the day. Rat Trap, that was my dude, man. Yeah. You want to talk about wise cracking New Yorker?
Who was
Rat Trap?
Oh yeah, Rat. Okay. Christian Doy. Support for Chris and Winston. Best duo around. Don't mean to harp on this, but it's pronounced Arjona. Thank you.
That's what I tried to do. I'm sorry.
You're right. You're right.
I did not pay attention enough in my Spanish classes, and I really should have. It's embarrassing. To go from Texas to LA and not speak conversational Spanish is so on me.
I like it. The G-Man. Good day, y'all. Agree on your number one Wonder Woman pick. Slider season 1 ruled. Yes, season 1. I'm telling you, I'm so shocked they even remade that. I'm so shocked.
I wonder if, because they did a remake of Quantum Leap. I think it lasted like 2 seasons. I wonder just because of in that same realm, if
it's
Quantum
Leap
is different. Better.
It's different.
They're that different.
It's different, and it's also because you got so much multiverse stuff and everything happening all over the place. I mean, look at what the show that I loved on what's it with Jennifer Connelly and Joel Edgerton, the one that was on Apple. Oh my God, what the hell's the name of the one I loved? I talked about it all the time. Black shit. What the hell was it called? I
don't think they called it black shit.
No. Let me see. I'm so mad. I love this show so much. It's one of my favorites. Dark Matter. Dark Matter, which is a great.
I never watched that.
Shaking her head. I talked about it on the show every week. It's a multiverse show and it's incredible. It's one of the best shows that was out 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Paige Chowdhury. Today is my birthday and I'm spending with 3 amazing people. I want Winston and Christian and Chris go get some cake and have a wonderful week. Well, first of all, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Tomorrow's the little gangster's birthday. Is it? Yes, and although she says today, she's like, it's my birthday. So it's tomorrow. She goes, Dad, it's my school birthday. So it's my birthday. And I said, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
That's my favorite Transformer, bro. She goes from like super shy, won't talk to you, to like, I will put you in the bottom of a lake.
I'll put you down. Happy birthday, by the way. Tara Ortiz sending support from my peeps. Happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you, at 43, you guys are fighting up the ladder here. Needs about 60 to win. 60 to win. The G-Man watched Zombie Marvels, really liked it. That just shows you where we're at. I forgot the show was even on it. Either one of you guys even watch it?
No, I'm in the same camp.
One episode in so far, and so far so good. But I that's the thing. There's so much to do that it was like, okay, drop it. I don't like the binge model personally because you want to give me the binge model during the summer where there's not a lot happening. It's mainly movies, fine. But doing it during like regular year when people have school. Works back in full swing, and then you have weekly TV coming out. I just didn't have the time to sit and just watch it all. I had too much to watch, too much.
That's one of the that's one that I'll probably never get around to be honest. Iman Vellani was great.
And you know this, man.
Perfect. Iman Vellani was great as Kamala Khan, and we need a Blade Knight project, which I don't disagree with. I like Blade a lot. Simon Section. So, Mr. Chairman, I'm wrong because I believe in you more than myself. Oh, so that's what he's saying. Okay, so Winston was wrong.
What? I don't think I understood that.
He said beforehand, you basically said that because you didn't think I was going to get the project done. He said, no, he does. Believes in me more than he believes in himself. So sad. Can't wait for your first Masters of the Universe reaction. I'll bring the Christmas seafood. Oh, I love Christmas seafood. So good. Yes, I am. I'm telling you, we're gonna make it. The show's gonna be made. It's just a matter of getting everything put in motion once I can. I told Martina this the other day. Right now we're playing a game of it's like we have the ball right now, her and I, and then we pass it back to the director and producer. Then they pass it back. I love when the ball is in their court. I don't like having the ball. I want to get it. I want to make sure it's like, okay, take it.
You were that person. They were playing hot potato. You were just like,
you take it. I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can. I'm going to work on it as hard as I can, but I'm going to throw it right back to you. And that's right. And that's why I'm like antsy right now. Cause I'm like, and I also, not only do I hate having the ball in my court, I hate when I specifically on my team have the ball. Like the ball, like she's done. Martini's she's done. She took her shot. She gave it. She's waiting for me to pass it to her so she can finish. And I'm like, I'm trying to. I'm talking about Marvel Zombies. I promise. I'll be soon. I'll be there. And or other. Kristian, Sony's Venom trilogy made $1.8 billion on a $300 million projection budget for about 6 hours runtime. Which 6-hour Marvel Disney series would you rather have seen a movie trilogy with that budget and ROI? That's a good question. It's a really good question. Which I mean, they probably could have made Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier, the next Captain. That should have been the movie.
It should have been Captain
America 4.
First movie is Sam.
Yeah.
Second movie is Bucky, and then the third movie is Sam and Bucky together dealing with U.S. agent.
I think that the history has proven that to be a hard strategy to follow, because I think that because of where you were coming off of with Marvel, I think you needed the team up with the two of them.
I hear what you're saying. What I mean by that specifically, I think the movies are Falcon and Winter Soldier, but the trilogy, I'm saying the first one is really focused on Sam, and obviously Bucky's involved. The second one is focused on Bucky, which his storyline in the show, if you remember, was him dealing with the demons of all the people he killed. So I'm saying just make Sam the focal point of the first one, but Bucky is still around.
Right.
Make Bucky the focal point of the second one. Sam is still around, and then finally their big bad they deal with in the end of the trilogy.
The whole movie. But either way, you could turn that into movies for sure, or one movie for sure, whatever it might be. So Chris, do you have a pick?
Oh, we talked about this last week, actually. And yeah, I think Winston's was really great. My initial one was do the Hawkeye series as little like Christmas Die Hard movies. And let it be that.
Yeah, right. That's the Hawkeye one. Yeah. So Yoshimitsu says, someone in the chat provided this generation's Michelle Rodriguez as Katie O'Brien. She'd be awesome. Winston and Chris. So I like Kate. This is the same answer I had. This is the same answer I had before about Becky. She should be in the movie. I don't know if she is Wonder Woman all the way through. I still think that there's some solid performances that she's given overall, and I think she's really good. And I had the pleasure of sitting down and talking with, and what a wonderful human being she is. I don't know if she's there yet to take a whole entire movie and run with it. I just don't. I mean, but the counter to that, be like, well, don't you think you give her a shot? Perhaps. I don't see her as Wonder Woman though. I see her as one of Wonder Woman's, again, one of the Amazons, maybe the villain, maybe something else too, but I don't see her as Wonder Woman. No. What about you guys? What do you think?
I recognize her. I can't see her work, even though looking at her IMDb right now, I can't see her work in my head. So I would probably need to watch like a short clip or whatever. I mean, I will give the badass look for sure. And apparently she is a trained martial artist from very young.
Oh yeah. She's stunt, and she did stunts and everything too. She's the bomb. I love her, but she's I just, as far as running a full movie, it's not an easy task.
The more I look at her, I would put if she's down with the blonde wig, I could see her as oh my God, why can I not remember her name all of a sudden? Married to the Green Arrow.
Black Canary?
Thank you. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me today?
Cheese and rice. And or other. Asked Winston and Chris last week, wanted your take. About which one again?
About the Sony budget, or the what Marvel movies would you?
Oh, got it. Okay. Geek Ledger. I like that. Katie O'Brien, she's short, but she could do it. Again, I still think
I think she could be Black Canary. She's 5'6", 5'7", something like that.
Stuart Blackie, hello. I just finished 1923, and after the finale, I believe Brendan Sklenari is perfect for Batman. That's it. For anybody this is the one thing I have not seen yet, and nobody answers me back when it is. They go, he's not right for the role. I said, what did you think of 1923? Did you like the seasons? Crickets. They didn't watch it.
This is me with Robert Pattinson.
The chemistry with David Stu would be amazing. If you watch 1923 and you watch his scenes and you don't think he should be considered, then you shouldn't even consider ever casting fan stuff at all. I'm not saying you should think you should get the role, but considered. He's got all the qualities that you're looking for. Like, again, you could say, well, in my head I see a different version, but I can see why you would put him in there. But like, if you're just basing it off of Drop or that Blake Lively movie, then of course I don't see it. You haven't seen him in the stuff. So let's get into the next one here. Did one of you guys watch 1923? I know. No, I'm telling you, you got to see those scenes. I am Two Fly Cam. No Anna for Wonder Woman pass. Courtney Eaton, if not Adria. I don't know Courtney
Eaton.
Let's see. Look, Courtney Eaton. I think
I looked her up recently. Apparently.
Oh yeah. That
was Yellow Jackets.
That was okay. So I don't know that show.
Yeah.
Well. That was suggested. Also, I saw that suggested by a few people. So okay, I don't know.
We
She's
Googled her
5'10"
last week
as
and
well.
she just left my brain.
Yeah.
Fully left out of my brain, but she was
Okay.
in Fury Road and Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Gopal, DeBecky was one of the goal people for Gunn. No, was she?
Yes.
Okay, well then there you go.
She was the mean one. She was Aisha.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You want someone who's worked with Gunn, an outside pick? Tiffany Smith. You don't know Tiffany Winston?
No, I know who Tiffany is, but I'm just trying to think of when did her and Gunn work together. That was what I was trying to think.
Guardians 3.
She's in Guardians 3?
Yeah, she's a former co-host of Schmoes. No,
that I know. Who is she in Guardians 3? She was in like a role that was in. It was when they go to.
It's in like the beginning of the movie. I'm not.
Oh,
sure.
Okay.
Julius Wyatt. How many tears will flow for the Interstellar reaction? I'm so curious to see what Sam thinks of that one. She's in such a Nolan kick right now. Like she is like loving. Like she looked at me after we watched Insomnia today. She's like, "Why did you want to show me this one?" I was like, "It's a great movie. It's really good." It's like I just didn't know. The honest answer, I don't think I ever saw the second half of that movie.
Of Insomnia?
I don't think so. And if I did, I didn't remember it at all. Because when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh wow!" I definitely remember the first half. I didn't remember the second. I don't know why I maybe started it, but I'm glad we watched it, and it'll be good. I don't think a lot of people are going to watch the reaction, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Dude, the Interstellar one, I cannot.
Yeah,
wait.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one to watch. Unheard, Sirens Incorporated. 100% agree. Sliders is due for a reboot with better writing. I'm telling you, on like Apple or something like that. Maybe now Apple. Now that would be where my argument would go. Where what Winston was saying before. I think that you have a hard shot of Apple picking that up because, like, well, we already have Dark Matter. It's the same type of thing. But like Netflix or somebody else,
Maybe Amazon.
Look at the Cali kid. Yeah, Amazon would be good. Look at the Cali kid. Look at this.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thank you so much. It's very, very kind and incredible.
Wow.
We love you
nice.
too. Thank you, Kelly. Christian DeWoy. Chris Carr is Wonder Woman. That's genius. And Christian is Batman. Get off my lawn. That's me.
You need to be in Air Force One.
I know. It's true.
Was it just Air Force 2?
Air Force 2. I think they were making it for that from what I heard. Stephen B. Thank you, Steve. Aaron. There's an article from January this year with quotes from the creator about it. I may have misworded my last chat. Okay, we'll have to check it out. That was the one about the Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. From the mind of Kristian Harloff comes Apple TV's Black Shit, starring John Witherspoon. Nobody go out portal for 35 to 45 minutes.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon, man.
Yeah. Robbie M. Support. Please continue the Demon Slayer reaction. Oh, so I mean, I made this announcement already. We're finishing season 1. We already shot episodes 5 through 8, and then Winston and I are going to do like 9 through 12 on Monday, I think it is. So we're already planning on doing 1, and I've been talking to Luke about it. The thing is, I think the reason why I was like, if every season is 20 some odd episodes, I don't know. But the fact that the next few are like 12 or 13 episodes, then it's certainly possible that we'll continue. You guys keep watching. If you keep watching them, then we'll keep checking them out. We like it. So the G-Man. Sliders was created by TNG writer Tracy Torme. The TNG season 7 ep parallels with Worf bouncing through universes was similar.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. What is TNG? Which one is that?
Next Generation.
The Next Generation.
Oh, I see. Okay. Jackson Denis. My suggestion earlier was Alicia Vikander. It's a good one. It's a really good.
It's a good one.
Go Pal. I got similar vibes from Vanessa Kirby's accent in Fantastic Four. Yeah, but she's not trying to. But she's not trying to do anything in that. I mean, it's a parallel universe. New York, so it's like you can use a movie type of accent in that, and you're like, I don't know what their real accent is, but this one is that Jude Law like No, Jude. I love you, Jude, but no. And maybe I'm wrong. Chris, when you watch it, let me know if you think that he's trying to do something that I'm maybe wrong about.
I'll probably film Logan watching it to see if he's just like,
yes, please.
If he goes full Sam the Eagle, we know that this is not a good fit.
All right. Simon, Chris, if you're familiar with Smallville TV show, I always wish that even though Zatanna was in an episode, I wish that Bruce Wayne was incognito, named Jean-Paul Vallée, cause theatrically and distraction. I don't know. I don't.
The face.
Yeah.
I just went full confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Simon, I'm not sure which that one means. Yeah, try to. Yeah.
I mean, because Zatanna is in episodes.
Yeah. I guess that maybe.
I'm not sure I understand the Jean-Paul Vallée part.
Maybe it was like an Anchorman moment where there wasn't supposed to be a question mark, and like I wish
theatrically and distraction.
Yeah, maybe it should be. I wish that Bruce Wayne was incognito named Jean-Paul Vallée, caused theatrically and distraction and distraction.
So Simon, if I can just name drop real quick. If you really like Smallville and you want more Michael Rosenbaum, you should go check out the audio drama True Noir, in which I play Michael's love interest.
I love that.
It does save lives.
It's true. It's true.
Peach. What? Peach. Paige is on this show every day, and I just called her Peach. Hello, Peach. Peach, it's so very nice to see you. Peach. So Peach says, who could play Wonder Woman's mom? Thoughts? I really liked the choice of in the last one of what's her from Gladiator 2 and Devil's Advocate. My brain is fried. I would lose Showdown all the time. Can see her face and just it's killing me. Oh my god.
She was on Law and Order SVU as well.
What's wrong? Oh my god.
I mean, you could never do it because you're just going to see Mariska Hargitay, but Mariska Hargitay as her mom.
Connie Nielsen.
I love that.
Connie Nielsen, yeah. No, Connie Nielsen was good. To that point, Lena Headey, I think.
Oh, Lena Headey would be good.
Ooh, excellent.
Lena Headey would be good, yeah. Stephen B. I love Chris Carr and enjoying seeing Chris with you guys. I missed her on the JC show. I might have missed the announcement. Will this be the new Capes crew moving forward? Yes, this is the new Capes crew. It was announced about 2-3 weeks back. And when I am out on Fridays,
that evil laugh.
Yeah, right. When I'm out on Fridays, I'm more than comfortable with these two running the shop and then knowing that I'll be okay. But yes, Julius Wyatt. I disliked Licorice Pizza, but now PTA is back, baby. Did you like the movie, Winston?
It
was really good, wasn't it?
I really loved it, man.
Yeah, it was really good. Jesse, ask me, what's up, Jesse? Yuval Gonin from Gladiator 2 looks the part. Yuval Gonin, let me see.
I've seen no Gladiators.
It's right. You haven't.
Yeah.
She's got a good look to her. She's got a good look. Yeah, I gotta remember. I haven't seen Gladiator 2 since I saw it in the theater. I'm gonna be watching that with Chris. Actually, we're gonna figure that out. So just gotta find the time. The G-Man. You know, the other thing, Chris. Actually, might as well bring this up now. Yeah. So we got a lot of suggestions to watch a lot of the Indian based movies, India-based movies, and I thought that there'd be some like. Have you seen Triple R?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay. So like that's one. There are a bunch of other ones. I mean, they're long, but they're good.
That's fine.
And I think so. I think that I was like, who should I watch? I thought maybe Tina, but then I was like, well, and then no, I was like, if Chris hasn't seen these, maybe we'll do that. So maybe we'll start with those because there's a lot of those that I want to see.
I have the opposite schedule problem as you since I work from home. Right. And so I just I have to do a voiceover. I'll just wake up at 4 like I usually do. Go scream in this booth for a little bit, and then I'm done for the day.
I love that. The G-Man. I watched 1923. Chris, it had Helen Mirren. Sure did.
Oh, I know that G-Man because of my husband's ridiculous crush on Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
That is his ultimate crush. It goes Helen Mirren, then Rosario, Alexandra Daddario, and then Jenna Coleman.
Wow. Well, speaking of mine,
I shouldn't get replaced by a younger woman.
No. Well, speaking of my ultimate crush, there's an opportunity I might be able to get to that press conference of after the Wednesday. We're waiting to see.
You got to take your wife with you, right?
I don't think they're going to let. I thought about it, but I don't think they're going to let anybody else in there except the reporters that are going in there. But I got to see. I'm waiting to see a kind of confirmation. We'll see. Nathan Drake, gotta love the Leguizamo New York accent in the Odyssey. Well, that or Denzel's New York accent in Gladiator 2. Right, it's true. Go pal. Dark matter surprisingly close to black. Hey, that guy is awesome. It's true.
Hey, yo, go pal wins.
He
Go
wins.
pal wins.
It's true. I am two fly Cam. How likely is the DC merger in your minds? I think two Batman is a massive mistake. Zaslav needs to grow up here and tell Matt and Gunn to make it work. It's not a massive mistake if they make money. Both. I think it's more of a mistake for James Gunn to do it because, I mean, you need him, obviously. You need the Brave and the Bold. But the problem is, and I said this many times over, the difference was when they started, what did James Gunn say? We're leaving the door open for everybody, which meant let's see how Shazam 2 does. Let's see how Flash does. Let's see how Aquaman 2 does. Because if they all make money, because he's going to have to then figure out, because of all those movies, it means that the audience wanted to see them. And it means that they'd have to find a way to either make it an Elseworlds thing and then have 2 Aquaman and 2 and it would have been a disaster. The Batman made a lot of money and people want to see it and they want to see more of it. So it's not a matter of, oh yeah, I can't wait to work with Matt Reeves. It's like, oh, that movie keeps making it. People are banging on the door to see part 2. So he's got to do it. And if his isn't as good as the Batman, that's gonna be a problem. So yeah.
And look, I have been one to say that this world that was set up for the Batman has not shown us supernatural elements, but to that point, when you look at like the earlier stories of the people that Batman was fighting, it was muggers and then like the mob before he started running into, you know, Two-Face surviving that horrible thing and Mr. Freeze have it. So to that point, he had to work his way up to supernatural villains that he's dealing with. I guess there is a world where you could ultimately do that. You have given such a tone right now. I guess that is where I've kind of been like, just let them be separate. Just finish what you're doing over here. But we'll see.
Cali Kid, did you hear Armie Hammer talk about his experience in the George Miller Justice League? Arnie talked about extensively on his Hammer Time pod. No, I haven't seen. I don't know. I didn't even read any of the clips from it. Anything in particular that stood out? I know he was supposed to be in it. Julian Edwards, here's a Batman fascinating. I haven't seen who is my top choice for Batman. Oliver Jackson Cohen.
I don't think I know this individual.
Oliver Jackson. I was saying that like Jeff Goldblum. Oliver Jackson Cohen. Oh yes. I don't know. I'm not. Sure.
I remember. Was he? I think he was the bad guy in Invisible Man, right?
Okay. Skinnily do.
I just watched him in a terrible BBC movie or miniseries.
No. Okay, was he
I
terrible?
did not like it. Well, the story was horrible.
Okay.
My mom and I watched it together, and the entire time we're just like, "Will this get better? Why?" Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
I don't know if that's who I would pick.
Yeah.
Not my choice, but I respect. Respect your opinion.
Aaron Ambrose, season 2 to 4 of
Demon Slayer
are all 10 episodes. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
B. Gill Studio. Oh wait, Chris. So before we get to the next one, question that if we did go into season 2 of that show, what I heard was that basically episodes 2 to like 8 are like just the movie but extended or something. Is that true?
Yeah, basically. Oh my gosh, Trico, stop. Sorry, guys.
Then we don't need to see the movie, right? Just watch the season.
Yeah, it's the movie is just chopped up, basically.
Okay. Beagle Studio. So Winston, my Bears beat your Cowboys. Sorry, man.
I didn't watch the game. I was adopting an adorable little puppy who we have named Asia Wolfson.
Nice.
She is pretty adorable. We've been having issues where she hasn't been going for, she's scared of stairs, so she wouldn't go for walks, which means she wouldn't go to the bathroom. And in the last like day or so, we finally got her. We figured out a trick because we were trying to like kind of lure her with the leash, and we just took the leash off. And all of a sudden we're like, all right, we're going to go. And she goes, oh, and then she just stumbles her way down the stairs. And then we found a pee spot. All that being said, I don't give about the Cowboys right now. All right. They're bad. Everybody hurt.
I need the Giants to lose all the rest of the games for the season so we can get a number 1 draft pick. They won't do that.
You don't want your new quarterback to go off? You're putting them in this week.
I think it's a coaching thing more, dude. I think you
got to get rid of the devil for sure.
I think their system is garbage right now. Armada. Okay, who hasn't seen Guy Ritchie and Matt Vaughn movies? Putting that out there in the ether for reactions. That'll be something like, those types of movies will be out there. There's so many. The good news is that I'm starting to really put together like what people are going to be watching, right? Like Winston is going to be in Demon Slayer land for a while. like I just said, I'm pretty sure Chris Carr is going to live in those in the India released films, which I've been wanting to get into for a while, and I feel like she'll really respond to those. So maybe the two of us will get into that. Ming gets a lot of the new releases and other things are tied into what's coming out, like Tron. We watched 1 and 2. We're going to watch Black Phone, a few others. Sam obviously is Nolan World. And then we've got who else? Tina, who probably will go into the John Wick movies and finish up what we were doing with John Wick, and then Steph is obviously going into the Arnold movies. So we got everybody has stuff to do. Yeah. Armada, golf or bowling? This is a weird answer because first of all, the little gangster is having her party at a bowling alley tomorrow, which is amazing. I love bowling, and I would choose bowling only because I never got into golf, and I always wanted to. My dad was a big golfer, and he always told me you should get into golf. You probably have a good swing. And I was like, I'll get to it. And that was like 20 years ago. So I would say bowling. You guys? Or Chris, neither?
I would go bowling. I wish golf, like I started to learn a little bit because that's like my dad's favorite thing to do. And I told him that what I would really love to do is go on a trip and play like a round or two with him because he's getting up there now.
Right.
So I need to get on that ASAP.
I love that your assumption was that I hated both. No, I love bowling. Okay. I like both of these, but because I don't like the activity, I like the activity of drinking with these.
Right.
So like a bowling alley beer and a hot dog, perfect. Driving around in a golf cart and drinking, amazing.
Okay. You like both. Yeah. Okay. All right. Peach says, Peach. I was that story about when I was working at a gym many years ago. When I first moved to LA years ago. And I've told this story on whether it was SEN or this show or Schmoes. I'm sure I've told it a million times. But when I was working there, I was working at this. It was like one of those old school computers, and when you clicked in, it would tell your name. And so Fred Savage used to come in and work out at the gym, but it didn't list him as Fred. It listed him as Feed Savage. So every time he clicked in, it's like a scene out of a movie. I was such an idiot. I'm sitting there, he would click in, and I would like wait for him to walk out of the way, and I say to myself, and no one there except me, I go, like, it was like my favorite thing in the world to do, like feed.
Not to make everything about my new dog, bro, but it reminds me the one thing they were telling us is about self-soothing, especially if like stressed out. It sounds like that was your self-soothing for a while. I
loved it. Feed was my. I used to get excited now when he came in because I'd be like, Jawa Juice, which 6 or 7 would you want in Justice League? I mean, the obvious, you would get the Wonder Woman,
the Trinity,
right? Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern.
I would say for sure Green Lantern, and then I think you could go a number of ways. You could go the Justice League Unlimited route and say then Hawk Girl and Martian Manhunter. You could go the New 52 route and go because you didn't have Aquaman right away. It would have been Cyborg and Shazam. It depends. I want to lean more towards, because we've tipped our hat towards it, the Justice League Unlimited Original 7. You already have Hawk Girl around. You're about to get Jon Stewart. I think you just need to introduce a Flash and Martian Manhunter and go for it, because obviously we're talking about a Wonder Woman and Batman already.
Yep.
Yeah, I like when Aquaman's kind of on the outskirts and he's got his hook arm and he's just pissed off at everybody.
Just mad at everything. Yeah.
Armada. Leo had me laughing in one battle. Many quotables.
Dude,
he was great.
He was fantastic. But the line of the year was near the end when with the meeting, that one guy that goes the blank.
Oh yeah.
That line, I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I think he'll be nominated. I think Sean Penn will be nominated.
Sean Penn definitely will be nominated. Dude.
I won't be upset at all, even though he's not in it that much. Benicio del Toro, if he was nominated, would be great.
Do you think Chase Infinity will?
I would like her to be
good.
She was a standout to me. I thought Chase, I didn't know anything about her.
I didn't either.
I thought she stole scenes. I hope so. I hope she gets a supporting nod. I think she was really good. But we'll see. He'll get nominated for Best Director, obviously, and it'll get nominated.
So good.
And it'll get nominated for Best Picture.
Sean scared the shit out of me.
Gopal, Katie O'Brien for Giganta. My memory of Super Friends is dim, but I don't think she's tall enough for the VFX shots, right? I don't know enough about it.
Giganta just like grows incredibly tall. So like it doesn't matter at that point. It's green screen and special effects. So
she doesn't need to be bigger than a building in real life.
Right. I think this is more fun for Chris to answer this one. So please answer this one, Chris. Armada, who will the Colts get through the Rams?
Well, horses are pretty big, but Rams have horns. So
agreed.
There's
Simon question.
I'm sorry that I'm so sports dumb, you guys. I just don't care at all. I like the food. Again, it's something I go near and I don't watch. I just want to eat wings and have a beer.
100%. It's like when I love asking Brett about those types of things too. Like when Brett gets fake movies or something. Simon section. Apologies. I'm so long. Batman animated series 1990s. Bruce Wayne met Zatanna under a different name because he wanted to learn magic.
That's right.
Anyone seen Batman Begins? Of course. Batman Begins.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Yes, I've completely forgot because I haven't seen that episode in a while. But yes, he does end up meeting Zatara and Zatanna. To learn.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. I'm about to do a rewatch of the series, so I'm very stoked to go see that again.
You should record it. It probably hit.
Well, we shall see. Sorry, I'm getting another message here, but I am saucy. All right, next one. Marcus M. Other picks for Wonder Woman, Courtney Eaton. We said that one. Charlie Frazier from Furiosa. She was really good. Frida Gustafsson, Leila de Oliveira from Lioness. That was another one that was brought up. I liked all the choices, guys.
Nathan, we're getting close, y'all. We're so close.
It's true. Jeff Snyder said that Brave and the Bold won't happen. Thoughts? I don't think Muschietti's going to do it, but I do think Brave and the Bold will happen. Yeah.
There's not a world where they don't. Maybe there's a slight pivot, but there's no.
Maybe there's not Brave and the Bold, but it's a different Batman movie.
Yeah.
Maybe. The G-Man. Speaking of SVU, writer Michael Faskis from Agent Carter and Gen V. What's that?
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. Thank you. Michelle Vasquez from Agent Carter and Gen V is now the SVU showrunner.
Nice.
I watched it last night. Yes, I'm on.
Is it back? Oh, I'll notice back. I know what I'm doing while I'm working today.
Wow. I didn't even know the show was still on.
It's so good. Olivia Benson's running stuff.
Okay.
So good.
Armada, do you think Sean Penn was in another movie in one battle? No. I'm always interested in the conversation of whether characters. No. He was
not at all. I think he was
perfect that way. He was a weird freaking dude. Yeah, he was like Javier Bardem, not the same character. But I keep saying this in No Country for Old Men, to where he was the really that force of nature, but had these. It was that guy. It was like, okay, that guy. That's who Sean Penn was. He was that guy. You're like, oh no, here he is again.
He fit the same mold as the abusive stepdad in American Beauty. Yes, he is in a different movie, but only in that there is so much stuff going on in his head that it fits perfectly in what's going on. Dude, especially once you find out his overall goal, once he's offered an opportunity and then he starts making decisions, I was like, nope, this fits perfectly.
Yeah. I think he's great. I think he's going to get nominated for sure. Okay. Kelly Kidd, get Army Hammer on your show. I'm good. Simon section. In the comics, when Batman broke his back, Jean-Paul Vallée took over as Batman, but he wasn't more than the person that killed Bruce's parents. Rise. I always do Rise from the Emperor instead. There you go. Aaron, for season 2, I would suggest episode 1. An original episode prequel to the movie, then the movie itself, then watch from season 2, episode 8 to the end.
Okay.
Let's get through season 1 first, and then I would like that kind of advice for sure, Aaron. No doubt. 9 Voices. Chris, Kirsten Dunst's best teen movie, Drop Dead Gorgeous. Thoughts? I'd say Bring It On.
Oh, I mean, Bring It On is the one I go to, but Drop Dead Gorgeous is so funny and quotable and ridiculous. And gosh, that movie did not get the love it deserved when it came out, and I'm so happy it has cult status now. It's so funny. Yeah. And Amy Adams' debut. Oh my gosh, first time we see Amy Adams kicking butt on screen, being so funny.
Okay, there you go. And you can check out Two Filthy Casuals also to hear more of that time. Mr. Dave. The Social Network 2, officially titled The Social Reckoning. Jeremy Strong replacing Eisenberg as Zuckerberg. I talked about this. I hate this. I hate it on so many different levels. I don't think it should be named The Social Network 2. I think they should just do a separate movie about
Let's call it meta. What are we doing?
But it should be a separate movie, not based. It's like, okay, look, it's not in the same universe of the Social Network. It's just, it's based off the events. Obviously, it's a true story, but it's not tied into the movie we already made before. First of all, Fincher's not directing it. Secondly, you don't even have the same guy who's playing Eisenberg now. It's like you're just doing it to get people into the theater based off of the name. Just as Winston said, call it meta, whatever else it's about. But the fact that you couldn't get Eisenberg back, Jeremy Strong's great, but it's a different movie. It's not the same continuity. Go pal. I love Lena Headey for anything. Big crush. Yeah, she's great. She's great in Dread also. Michael Daglar just heard the Social Network 2 is now called Social Reckoning. Jeremy Strong and Zuckerberg first place Jesse. Yeah, we talked about it again recently, but then again, I really don't like it at all. Go pal, have you seen the movie Gossip? I keep rewatching.
We talk about it literally 5 seconds ago.
I'm wanting to love it, but I can't get past it. It's Hida, Kate Hudson, Pacey. No, yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh, we're so close.
Yeah, Armada. Favorite line in One Battle from Leo: "Life, man, life." Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a rewatchable movie for sure.
It's so good, but like I said, my line is from an ancillary character near the end, and I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yep, Johnny Bravo. Any chance we see the young Fox X-Men in Doomsday? In Secret Wars, not in Doomsday.
Yeah,
Secret Wars.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Aaron Ambrose. Also, sorry, didn't mean to ruin your assumptions for the sword attack visuals. Now, well, you don't have to apologize.
No, it's okay.
You're good. Okay. Armada. Anyone watch Lowdown yet on Hulu with Hawk? No. You good?
That's another one that's in my queue. I gotta get that.
The Cali Kid. Billy Magnuson is the Flash. I think he's Booster Gold.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's Coy's pick. That was Coy's always from the get-go,
Yeah.
but I agree. But when I interviewed him, he was like, I'm not in those circles. I've never had a meeting with it, never met James Gunn. I don't even think he knows who I am, is what he said. It was a bummer hearing about it. Java Juice, how do you feel about Brock beating Cena? I think it made no sense whatsoever, especially if they're doing a one-off. It was the stupidest decision ever. You're ruining the lore of what Cena's all about. You should have had him either win or it should have been something else. Stupid.
Agreed.
Decision.
I didn't like it at all.
Yeah. Julian Edwards, just because you mentioned the Flash, Jack Quaid as Wally West. Let's give Barry a rest for a little.
Oh, I kind of love that.
That's been rumored.
Interesting. I like that.
Yeah, it's been rumored for quite a while.
Okay.
That Jack Quaid thing as Wally West. I like that. I am Too Fly Cam. Cast Chase Infinity for DC. Sterling K. Brown as Martian.
Sterling K. Brown as Martian Manhunter would be fantastic.
That's incredible. Yes.
Pretty good for that.
And that one, just because of the shape shifting, the age I think doesn't matter quite as much for him. I mean, he's aging incredibly gracefully, but I know he's like in his. I think he's already 50, maybe. But
yeah, it'd be good though. Armada Ice Cube nomination for War of the Worlds. Maybe a Razzie. G-Man, Christian and Chris are SVU fans.
I am a massive SVU fan. I have seen every episode multiple times. I love Mariska Hargitay with all my heart. That would be my dream. Either work with or at bare minimum interview.
I have a goofy Mariska Hargitay story where my mom and I sometimes go to New York for Christmas. That's how we meet up. Yep. And my mom saw her in Bergdorf's and immediately dropped her bags. And my mom just was like a tractor beam trying to follow her around. And I had to be like, Mom, you can't do that. She's here Christmas shopping with her kids. She's like, I'm sorry. I just felt so called to her. She makes me feel so safe. And it was just like this pull. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Well, amazing. By the way, I wanted to say I just got a notification. So on my birthday list that I posted, I have, because I'm trying to have catches with my kids who play softball now. Someone bought me the baseball glove today. Thank you.
Oh,
very nice.
Awesome.
Whoever did that, very nice.
That's sweet.
Someone said post it again. Okay, great. So Doe Eyes says Team Filthy Swag.
Yes.
Let me also clarify. So everybody, there's people freaking out because I said he's almost 50, so he's getting old up there. I'm not talking about that being old as like
you're saying you have a movie.
I'm talking specifically in the movie that we're talking a decade plus of work.
Yeah, I knew you meant. Armada, give Heat 2 to PTA. I want to see Michael Mann do it. I think he deserves it. I know his last couple of movies haven't been great, but I want to see it. Craig Mathis, what do you think of an Elseworld DC Icon movie directed by Coogler, starring Winston Duke?
Ooh. I mean, I don't think you need to make Icon Elseworlds. The only problem is it's the same issue we're having with Static. Milestone, while bought by DC, kind of has its own licensing on its own. So Static isn't happening right now, which is kind of why Gunn was like, we'll see. There's things going on with it. You got to work that film licensing out before you can use those characters at all. But otherwise, I would love Winston Duke as Icon.
Armada. Guys, I'm not Hootie. All right, I believe you. Let's see.
Fish. Yeah.
Facility guy. How close are Winston and Chris to winning?
They are so close.
2 behind.
2.
Well, two from tying. 2 from tying.
That's what I'm saying. 3.
But I hate to do this. We got a wrap.
No. 15 minutes late. No.
No, you didn't say it. Yeah, we did. It's an hour. It's already an hour and 59. Look at the show. Oh, there you go. It's 102. 102. Joyous Romer, may the force be with you guys. Hey, Chris, what did you think of Freakier Friday? As Winston's
I never got to go see it. I never got over there.
Let's see. Let's get them over, but it's a member thing.
Yay!
So from Luke.
Come on.
Let's see if you get one more, you win. That'll work. You know, look at Winston. Winston's internet goes out on just to know. You won't even know if he won. So we're gonna put a lot of stress on this. In the meantime, Chris, as we call the end of the show, why don't you tell real quick where they can go?
Oh, you guys can go find me at Two Philly Casuals Pod. That is wherever you get your podcast or on YouTube. You can follow me personally on Instagram at It's Chris Carr. And then if you want voiceover lessons, if you want to have dialect coaching and not sound like Jude Law trying to be a New Yorker, if you want to sound good at doing some dialects, sign up. We've got classes coming up next week. So go head over to speakfriendstudio.com for all that.
Winston A.
I didn't realize that y'all were saying my internet was going out as I was freaking out. You can find me at the Swaggy Blurred Man on all platforms. I'll be on just streaming today, playing some games, doing some catch-up stuff. But we got reactions, Blurred Breakdown on Mondays, Spill the Tequila on Tuesdays, Blur It's in the Hood on Wednesdays. Watch the Demon Slayer reactions with me and Christian, and right back here next Friday.
Renetta, hey team, let's play a quick one. Better trilogy, Dark Knight or Captain America?
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah. Facility guy. Here, there you go.
Yay!
For the win.
Yay!
Mark Go, Chris and Winston. Doe Eyes, let's do this. Paige, even though that doesn't necessarily count on the one, but it doesn't matter. Craig Mathis, don't hit anything yet. Craig Mathis, love Fridays with you guys. Armada, whoop-de-doo. Yoshimitsu, stick with English for Demon Slayer. Zenitsu is even worse in Japanese. Yeah, I hear bad things about that guy. Steph told me he's really bad.
Whoa.
Blurred Dad Life support. Let's go. Simon Section with the big one, who says, has anyone decided to do a Twitter movie? I know there's a Hulu doc about Black Twitter. How about a movie about someone who knew about Twitter before it came out, but it was called Twitter? So yeah, that's a good one. I'm surprised they haven't done that. And there wasn't a carry on from a lot of that stuff. Or YouTube also. I'd like to see that started that. Gregory Dopp. Hello, Chris and Winston and Chris. Winston and Chris 115. They've done it. They beat me again. They beat me again. Oh, they beat me again. So good. They deserve it. It was it's Chris Carr is now her 3rd win.
Yay!
I traded to the right team.
And you know this, man.
I wish I knew beforehand. I would have said, "Quick, get your ass out of here." No, the reason YouTube started is because the 2 dudes that founded it were trying to find the Janet Jackson boob slip.
Oh wow.
Super Bowl. And
that's funny.
Make a video platform so people can post stuff.
Really good. Go Pals says Emily Van Camp and Sarah Drew each guest starred in season 8 episodes of SVU that I go back to every so often. Well, there you go.
Ooh.
Well, thank you guys for doing it again, getting capes to 116. They, of course, win the week. So thank you guys for being here. Follow Chris Carr, follow Winston A. Marshall. We'll be back here. I'll be back here on Monday, but check us out tomorrow, myself and Winston, on both Saturday and Sunday for the Demon Slayer reactions. Monday, we'll have a reaction for Tron. Tuesday, we will have Insomnia, and then we should be getting some more announcements for what's coming up after that. So thanks for being here. Appreciate it, guys. You guys rule. Bye.